All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Shedding Your Skin. Let's shout out people in the comments, in the chat. What's good, Eric? Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. What's good, James? Thanks for tuning in. And of course, we got the super supporter, Mr. Super Normal, Aaron from Bosa Balls. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm just gonna get, started with this right away, and I'll bring out our guest. But I just want to let you guys know, please support US Arc. They fight for our rights as reptile keepers, and I was told to, pump that more throughout more of my content. What's good, Will? Welcome. And okay, so now I'll bring out my guests. It is Jeremy and Holly. You may know them as Jolly in the chats from Snakes for the Memories.
Hey!
How's it going, everybody?
Bring them out.
What is good? Welcome. What is good, Gage? Thanks for tuning in. All right, so
what's up?
Yeah, I did. What's good, Keys? Thanks for tuning in. All right, so just give a brief introduction of yourselves. I for the people that don't know who you are, and how long you've been keeping reptiles, that sort of thing. Where you're from?
Ladies first. Come on now, ladies first.
Holly
and Jeremy.
Snakes for the Memories.
And we're in Okeechobee, Florida.
Yes.
And we've been keeping ball pythons basically for 2 years.
Whoa.
And breeding. Like we started this up 2 years. Well, we're not even at the 2-year mark. So
almost.
Still a couple months, but we're almost at 2 years.
Snowballed out of control. Man.
Yes. It started with a couple, and then got some racks.
Yeah, I definitely know that feeling. I try to keep it contained for now.
It's hard to do.
Yes, very, very hard to do.
But I mean, that's 2 years. And is that when you really started keeping heavy, or
the
March?
Day one was March. What?
17th, 18th. It was right around St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been 2 years just of anything with ball pythons or anything.
Wow.
When I was a kid, I had like a pet California king snake, but that didn't make it. I was a kid. My parents, none of us knew what to do. But then since then, this was our startup.
Nice.
I did not have reptiles.
And she was not a fan of snakes.
I'm working on it, guys.
She's working on it. That last video.
I love them, but I'm kind of scared of them. But I'm working on it.
She likes the babies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, ball pythons are,
It's just the bigger ones.
They're fine. I mean, there's plenty of other species that I don't
exactly.
I hate dealing with my boa because he's a cantankerous. I have choice words for him because he doesn't like me.
I think it's neat how they have different attitudes. Like even our ball pythons, some of them are more feisty than others. Some are like real laid back and chill that I know that I can trust those ones, and the other ones are kind of like, "What's up?"
And Holly was the first one bit, so
yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah, that was great.
I don't, for the most part, I haven't been bitten by any of my lizards, but I think almost all the snakes have gotten me at some point, whether it's mostly just fear bites or whatever. See how Holly's waiting for this to be over to watch her teen.
Go ahead.
Hopefully the power goes out at the stadium and we get delayed.
That would be great.
More into the first quarter. All right. So do you guys work with anything else, just ball pythons?
We have one boa.
Yeah, we have a boa. Just one boa. I'm thinking about the boa stuff, so I bought one. And she's just chilling in the rack. So I might work with that, but ball pythons for the most part.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I initially got mine with the intentions of breeding, and then I did more research. And that's a lot of babies.
Live birth.
When I'm already dealing with ball pythons, it's just like, okay, that's a little too much for, not that great genetics. So he's just a pet for now. Maybe if I get a bigger place, I'll get more into the other species. But right now, I'm looking to offload the pets because I need space.
Yeah. We needed space too.
Yeah, I feel like that's like one of the big issues.
Yeah.
Is you can only you have a finite physical space and you can only fit so many racks. And when I was watching Terrence's show on Wednesday with Bob Vu, and how he built his basement to sort of contain.
Yeah.
Man, that's smart. So he can't put anything. I mean, he probably could fit it in the physical space, but where it's nicely laid out, he's sort of stuck there. I'm like, okay, that's a good mindset. I want to, sort of not constantly put tanks and enclosures on top of other stuff just because I can.
Yeah.
All right. So this is you're going into your second, or this your third season?
This will be second season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any advice or lessons learned from your first season? Anything to tell people to avoid, any things you were like, oh man, I was really annoying when this happened, that sort of thing?
God.
I would say that getting an ultrasound early is key.
That was our first purchase before racks.
Yeah.
I built my wood racks and everything, and we bought ultrasound literally the first couple months of buying snakes.
We bought it in October, so we started in March, got ours in October because it's a game changer. You know what's going on then.
As soon as we got it, I started ultrasounding. I had one girl that
we had just
building.
bought.
Yeah, she was at 24 millimeters.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was like, pair.
So how many snakes do you currently have?
We're approaching 100.
Okay, so I mean, you have a sizable amount where an ultrasound makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we got the ultrasound, though.
We only had 8 snakes, eight females, and 4 were adult size at the time. So that's when we bought our ultrasound.
Yeah. Straight
that's one thing I wish I would have done is invested in infrastructure first.
Yeah.
And just had extra stuff. But then knowing me, it would all be filled up anyway because I have a problem with buying snakes and reptiles. So it's like, okay, this rack is empty. I'd probably be buying all the, single gene codoms on Craigslist just to fill it up because, I don't have that one.
Yeah, that's what's concerning right here. This one right there. That one is empty.
It's all empty.
So now Jeremy's like, let's fill it.
I have to do some gymnastics with the racking for this coming season if everything goes. Hopefully I can move these hatchlings and then move whatever's in the hatchling rack into, a grow out rack and
musical snakes.
Yeah. And we got 50 openings right now. So it'll be a fun year.
Good. I have, I think 3. And then the hatchling rack. So it's,
we were definitely going
to upgrade the hatchling rack and then hopefully repurpose these tubs into another one like this and something like that. Just hold me over.
Yeah, we were definitely there. That's why we got these. We had 1 tub left in the racks like we had the ones I built and then the PVC one. We had 1 tub opening and I was like, okay, it's time. So we ordered that because we had enough to fill up 1. I'm like, we might as well get another one because we're going to fill that up. So
Pocket
we
change.
Just bought 2 at that time. They're tall. They're 13 high. They're a little tall. Gotta use a ladder, but it's fine.
Yeah, I for mine I have the clear tubs because no way am I sticking my face there when I know the snake is right there, ready for food. Learned that lesson a few times. Nicole doesn't understand why I have them at face height.
Oh yeah, ours is lunge out. Now that we got these racks, our snakes have been lunging. We used to have obviously the clear tubs and everything, but when we got these on feed days,
I think that's why my fear has come back a little bit because of these. I think because it's kind of scary because they do lunge.
They like half their bodies are out. Like it's crazy. It's awesome that their food response just went up when they got into those racks.
Yeah, I'll just see if that changes. I've been thinking about swapping out. Just because I have some finicky eaters, or at least doing something to sort of change that up. Because for some reason, my banana girl, she should be, breeding, and she is, but she's not eating. So it's sort of like,
Yeah, it might be it.
Yeah,
maybe tub size. I know Chris had her in the smaller one, so I might just move her and see if that gets her own food.
Yeah. No, we had that one girl we got. She was in a certain tub size, and we put her in a bigger one when we got her because that's what we had, and we had to make it smaller, and then we had to paint the sides black, and she would eat because when we first got her, she didn't eat for like a whole month. And then I was like, okay, let me try this, because we tried everything, hides in there. And then I was like painted it black, and she started eating right away and hasn't missed since. She's been in dark tubs.
That's good. So I'm gonna pivot here, because we're gonna talk about snakes the rest of the show. So I want to get into the social media aspect. You guys have a YouTube, Instagram, like everybody else. So what programs are you guys using for your videos, thumbnails, and that sort of thing?
So Holly's the thumbnail lady.
Canva. I use Canva.
Canva.
Yeah.
I feel like most
because I know it. I do marketing for work. It's one of the things I do. So it's easy for me. I can just be like, bloop, 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 done. Where Jeremy's like an hour later, like, change the color here. And it's like, just stop, just move. And
she always yells at me. You're doing it wrong. I'm like, okay.
I always have an issue getting my logos to be just the right size. And it's like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. It's like, okay, this one's now too small and this one's too big. But
yeah.
But yeah, I use Canva too. What are you guys using for your videos?
So iPhone to record everything. I have a Rode mic that I plug into my iPhone for my audio, and then Final Cut Pro for my video editing, just because it was $200 and paid for it forever. So I'm good. No subscription required. And audio for the music. So whenever I add music or anything, I have a lifetime membership to a audio program. So I get all my music license. I get to license it how I want.
So even if that program would lose the license to the music, but since you had it,
it's a permanent license every time. Millions of songs on there,
and they're always adding.
And it's constantly adding. They even do sound effects, but I don't do sound effects, so I didn't subscribe to that one. I
actually want to revamp my intro and have my logo kind of pour in like a beer.
That'd be cool.
Ooh. But I don't want to spend money on it, and I use I forget. There's a program I have that I did my first intro where it just sort of pixelates the logo in and then fades out. So I'm hoping I can program it to do that.
Our intro was, I think, $25.
Okay.
Ours wasn't too bad. So
Instagram, just randomly.
Yeah, in some random Instagram ad I saw, I was like, hey, get your intro. It was like $25. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it's that much just for a simple animation and a sound, that's pretty cool, because that fits with my branding.
Yeah. I did my first intro, and like it looks good too, because I use like whatever Apple has. But it looked good, but I was like, okay, it's time to just bite the bullet. It was $25. It wasn't like end of the world.
Yeah.
Right.
I definitely was like, and it looks good. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, that's one thing I've been noticing, and I've been trying to do as far as, my thumbnails, reels, and have that element of professionalism instead of me just post. I'm getting there slowly. I did pick up a light box, so that's helped me with a lot of my photos and my videos of the snakes themselves. So, I mean, that's slowly moving up in the world. Got my obnoxious microphone in the in the picture. Adam will say I can have it over here and it still works, but
you paid that much for it. Just show it off.
You got to show it off,
right?
I just hide mine. It's right there.
Yeah, for me, the boom is just so damn big. It's like I have yet to be able to position it in a way where it actually works for me.
Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely been an adventure on the YouTube and social media as far as growing and noticing what works for you. So have you guys how often are you posting your videos to YouTube?
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay, so
I try to do it religiously. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I can't.
There was one time it took like 24 hours for a video to render.
Yeah.
So it didn't make the cut.
That was
it went up like the
couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was like
I've had that happen.
He was at
I added
high
too many
stress all
things
day.
and it got complicated. It literally took the whole day. I had to put up the next day. I was like, oh.
He's like, what are you waiting for? Just do it. Like, he was so mad.
I had one, and I think I made it just at the nick of time. It took the entire day at work to upload on Wi-Fi. And I was like, I can't do it from home. I want to, be there in case there's an issue. And it's just like, oh my God, really? This is taking forever.
Yeah. He started the render at like night, then we went to bed and we woke up and he's like, 12%, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What?
I was not having a good day that day.
Yeah, I know for me, I missed, 4, 5, 6, most of the end of the year of, my videos just because I didn't have anything to film really. It would be just, hey, here's this lizard. I need to tell you about it while I'm, filling this 5-minute void on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a struggle. Come up with
very,
content.
very hard. Especially, but once, like now this season, everybody's pairing up, locks. I have a girl, she just ovulated, so everything's heating up now, so it's going to be a lot.
There's definitely
not better.
Much more stuff to, even if it's just a video of, talking about your snakes that have, are locking up and stuff like that. It's that's better than here's the same stuff you've seen all year.
I have no problem boring people with a bunch of egg cuttings this year. That would be great.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hoping now that I have the first one under my belt, that I'm not going to be have to record audio over it because it was not family friendly for YouTube. I got a little bit excited when the mom proved out to be het for pied.
Oh,
very nice.
Golly gee, that's swell. Woo.
Yeah, so I had to. It's like, hey, y'all, here's how I reacted, kind of.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would have been funny if I think I still have it saved. I'll have to actually rewatch that video and maybe edit it out. So here's what you guys could have seen.
Yeah.
Come here. Get out of the tortoises. Yeah. There's food in there. She's going at there's a tortoise chow in there, and it's kind of like, I don't know, she'll eat that.
Mm-hmm.
She does it with the rodents too. It's obnoxious. But yeah, I mean, I think this year for me, this is the first year I have planned breedings. Last year kind of just happened because I bought a male. It turned out to be a female.
That's fun.
So that was a free, happy first clutch.
Yeah.
Proved out. And I was this close to selling both of those because, I don't want to do champagne. Now, apparently champagne's cool again. And, this is just a normal male. Like, what am I going to do with that? Yeah, maybe het pied, but. No, I did break it, though. So I stubbed my toe a couple weeks ago when I was on John's live.
Nice.
On my my rack, and just that wasn't fun. My pinky toe kind of went.
I do that all the time.
So now I'm no more barefoot. No more barefoot. There's too many things for me to catch my feet on. All right, so that got me sidetracked.
ADHD.
Well, you see a comment, you got to address it, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's get into the ball pythons more in depth than previously. I'll just ask you some questions, and then we'll sort of go through your collection and show off snakes and that sort of thing. You've seen the show before. It's sort of how we fill the middle.
Oh yeah.
All right, so now I have two people to ask questions to, so that's nice. Normally it's just one, so they'll be directed at each of you.
Yes.
So, what is your favorite incomplete dominant gene that you're working with?
Calico.
You like calico. She loves calico. Or your bamboo. So look at that. I made the decision hard for you now, huh?
Calico.
You can only pick one.
Mm-hmm.
Bamico. Just combine them.
No, pick one or the other. I shouldn't have thrown out
Calico.
bamboo.
Calico. I'll lock that in.
Calico.
Final answer.
All right.
And why?
Because it's pretty.
It is. I love it.
What are some examples? No, we're good. Okay.
Oh, you want to bring them out? That's fine.
Those are your babies, Holly.
It is a snake show.
I'm not doing it.
I'll grab one in a second. After I say asphalt.
At least we're not snow tubing today. That might be a first and only. Thanks to Pat for that.
It sounds like fun though, but
sounds like a good time.
Well, yeah, I put him up on the full screen, and we got to watch his point of view going down the hill a couple times. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, at any point, feel free to show off snakes.
Are we whipping out asphalt?
Wow, what'd you call me?
Asphalt.
Ashfault. That's good, Justin. Thanks for tuning in. All right.
Ooh, that's a pretty one. I do have to cover my face.
Yeah, you have to cover your face. Up. There we go. Holly's what is this? Pastel Enchi Calico Het Clown female.
Yep.
Nice.
But yeah, this is
I gotta cover my face again.
I really, really, really wish StreamYard had the ability for you to go in and tinker with the camera.
There you go. Yeah, this is
I have that issue all the time. I forget whose live I was on, but I was like taking my hat off, waving around, trying to get the light to.
It just tries to focus on my face, so every time I got.
Well, it's facial recognition, not snake recognition, guys.
What's up, cuddle time?
Hey, Melinda, how's it going?
Oh, hey, everybody else that's in the chat now.
All the people.
Everybody.
What's up?
Yes, people started showing up.
Hashtag brewcrew.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say welcome back, brewcrew. Oops.
And asphalt. I just love my asphalt stuff. I really love Mojave, but I really like my asphalt.
Asphalt.
I really like super asphalt, but I can't say super asphalt. But so just know when I say asphalt, I mean super asphalt. That's like my favorite. I would have to say. And
yeah, Charlie. I couldn't make it today. That me?
And he just ate today, so I can't get him out.
Oh no.
I usually feed with Thursdays, but I was busy Thursday, and then yesterday I did a drive to Georgia, and I didn't get home till midnight. So I was like,
"Oh yeah, we made a big purchase."
Yeah, we made a big purchase. Video coming out on Tuesday.
So we'll save it for that. We don't want to spoil it on my channel.
Oh no.
I mean,
maybe.
we could.
Yeah, we always could.
I don't really mind.
Yep.
Is it asphalt or asphalt?
Asphalt.
I think there's an H in there. That's how they say it in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, they throw that asphalt.
Asphalt. Sean Connery. Wow. Jinx.
But yeah. So yeah, I had to feed today, and I was like, because I was like, I'm not feeding tonight. I was like, we just fed today.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing when I get off of here. Hopefully, no more assist feedings.
Ooh. Those are rough.
Yes, not bad. Not bad once you get to know how to do it. I guess it wasn't.
It's never fun.
It's not fun, but
nope.
We only had to do it like 3 times.
Being stubborn at this point. But yeah, the first time I was scared. It's like, am I pushing hard enough?
Right.
Am I pushing too hard? Yeah.
But then, once you get it figured out, and the snake sort of kind of I got to eat, and then it wrapped it up here.
Got to tickle the throat.
Yeah, give it a little tickle. I don't know.
But I had one that was, I think, 40 grams out of the egg that I had to feed a rat tail to. It was just so down small.
Oh.
Jesus.
And now she's pounded food, and then 2 other ones, normal big size, normal size eggs, nothing. Oh, we don't know what food is. So that's my day after this. More feeding after I've cleaned everything. It's been fun.
Sounds like
it's just it's repetitive a little bit. Like the same thing every week.
Yeah.
This was the fun day where everything.
The deep clean. Yep.
And I'm reluctant to do it on some of the lizards because I really don't want to scoop out all the sand and all that stuff. So I'm constantly just spot cleaning those. And it's like, okay, these look bad, and I really need to do. Yeah. So that was fun. But everybody's got nice new substrate, and they're clean. All the lizards are fed. So happy that's done, and then I can do the rats tomorrow and be done.
Nice.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just. I don't know.
What?
Squirrel ADHD. No, I was gonna say why we were in Georgia.
Just go ahead to say it.
We bought a trailer for snake shows.
Yeah, because we're gonna be vending this year.
Our first show is next weekend.
Yeah,
nice.
And it's not like I needed a trailer for like just to carry my 2 displays, my backdrop, and all that stuff.
We got this giant wagon also.
We got this giant wagon that I can use to carry cocoa, and I'm thinking about selling cocoa at the Reptile Show also. Well, I thought about it. I asked, and he's gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna sell some cocoa at the Reptile Shows also. So
you're buying in bulk,
right?
Remember what Bob said. You buy that in bulk, you sell it at cost, you get all the tax benefits and money back. So I hadn't thought about it that way, as far as selling things at cost or less than cost, because that's not a profit.
Also, the trailer is going to be a tax write-off. So,
woo! More tax write-offs. We had to start the year, with something. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be bringing like the chipper and cocoa to go. So
nice. I have to go down to BNS, Chris, to actually get some chipper, because the stuff I've been using lately has been, I need it in a pinch and I have a gift card.
Yep.
So whatever the junk I got from Amazon was, I swear to God, they're like 2-inch pieces, and it just stinks. So I cleared all that out with the tortoises and the skink, so I don't have to put that in with snakes anymore. And then I got I forget whatever Chewy has. That stuff isn't as bad. So what the hell is it called? It is exotic chip.
Exotic chip.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I still like my cocoa to go. That's like my favorite. I love it so much.
There's just no dust or hair.
Yeah.
It's just
and
nice.
You don't have to do anything. You just literally, I dump it into a trash can and I just keep it right over there. And I just scoop and top everybody off. It's
perfect.
Yeah, for me, like, again, we were talking about space. I would buy it so much more in bulk.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper. But I don't have the space to store it all. And I really don't feel like bugging my parents and be like, hey, can I use the top of your garage to store all this stuff? And then having to constantly go back and forth.
Yeah, that's also why we got the trailer, to
storage.
Try to add some storage, because right now everything is in my garage. Like all the snakes and my garage stuff is in the garage. So we're kicking out all the garage stuff, and it's just gonna be a snake room instead of a garage. So that's the.
I've got enclosures and closets. I've got turtle tubs outside that they're probably going to yell at me about. Some other.
Jeremy found the trailer, and it's this color green.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, yeah, we got to get that.
Nice.
See if I can.
No.
You talk, Ollie.
He's gonna try and find a picture of it, and then I'll have to cover my face again.
I just think that's funny.
There we go. There's my trailer.
Green. It is very, very green.
Yes.
Jolly Green Giant.
Yes.
Get it?
And now you got to get a sticker and label it on the side.
Yeah,
Got a name.
I was saying. Yes.
Giant billboards. I'm just gonna be driving all over Florida.
Nice.
Blast and Fallout Boy.
Yes, Blast and Fallout Boy. Just on loop.
That's funny. It would be. I would get annoyed because that song does annoy me after a while. Because so Fall Out Boy came out when I was in high school.
Same.
And that, for some reason, that song is just an earworm. Like I put it on the reel or the story, and it's still stuck in my head. And I have to listen to, like, I don't know, Rusted Root or something like that to get it out of there. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to have a song that kind of fits with your brand that you can use in like 10-second bursts.
Her idea.
So you don't get copyrighted, but
we got a lot of compliments on it. Like, oh, snakes with memories.
That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, that's like that Fall Out Boy song. That's what it reminded me of. So I mean, it is good that it is the name is catchy.
Yeah.
Okay, back to ball pythons, because we keep on getting distracted by other stuff, because this happens.
I have ADHD. It's all his fault. It's not my fault.
This is why I hit 90 minutes, and then I run through the last like 8 questions, rapid fire, because they're important, and I'm running out of time. So, incomplete dominant gene that you want to add. It can be something that's, pretty basic that you just don't have, or something, stranger, something higher end.
I'll go first. Lace.
Ooh, lace. I like that. Lace. I like that.
That was going to be his answer, so I took it.
It was going to be my answer. I think confusion.
I was thinking stranger.
But you said stranger. I was like, oh, I really love stranger. Stranger clowns, yes.
Stranger danger.
But then I was like, confusion is so nice too. I don't know. There's so many that I want to add. That's this year. We're gonna add some things, right, Holly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
obviously. How do I point to it? That.
You got a whole rack to fill up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for me is once I get, some of these clutches moved, I'm going to reinvest in that banger male that fits my projects. Even if it's just like a stranger with, doesn't have to be a head or anything, because I can make the heads later. But just something like that, because I really don't have a powerful male, then I can work to everything. So I feel like with stranger, I can work that into ultra male, a bunch of places where it's not really seen.
Yeah.
Too much right now, and I think that'll help me, because I'm working ultra male, or I will be working ultra male pretty hard. And one of the, like Charlie said, I wasn't at Oaks today, a reptile show. One of the big issues is because I'm looking for ultra male and it's not really there.
Yeah.
Or what I'm looking for isn't there, where it would be an intentional purchase, not just like, oh hey, somebody's got a decent breeder with a gene that I don't use, I can pick it up for $300. I have to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Impulse buying.
More focused on your projects and
Yeah.
less. Oh yes, I could use it.
That's how we started out. We started impulse buying everything, and then it got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm making a freaking list, and this is what we're looking for.
Yeah. So now we just walk in with lists.
Yeah, I with the exception of that banger male that I'm hoping has stranger in it, I'm not buying anything that doesn't fit one of my recessive projects. I don't care if I don't have GHI or something like that, or a certain other codon. Unless it works, it's not coming here, because I have some animals where it's like, okay, I'm making hets, or your sole focus is to make me pumas.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not really that great. I don't have any yellow belly, so that's kind of why I got the Bumblebee Spark. So I do have something in that complex, but mainly a lot of these animals for me are just moving the genes into the projects I want, and then replacing them with, my hets or visuals. So most of the snakes here won't be here in 3 to 4 years. And
we have one that's definitely staying around. Podrick, I love him. He's our
bigger male.
He was our first big purchase of a snake.
Got him from Billy at Mutation Creation.
Yeah, from Billy Mutation Creation. It was a super asphalt.
He has a Canadian accent.
Pastel.
Nice.
And yeah, he's for our freeway project, and he just had everything. And then I want to put him into like clown. So then I'll have asphalt clown, het clowns, and I'll get super asphalt clowns and freeway clowns. And that.
We're big into asphalt.
Yes.
Sella, come here. And then with the super, you have a super asphalt clown you pair that to another clown, you're gonna have asphalt clowns all day.
Yeah.
That's the goal animals, to have all these supers in a recessive, and then you're just constantly making them.
Yes.
Downside is what you're gonna get though.
Yeah.
Like I think that this year, now we'll find out if it's blade, but we're doing a clown pos het hypo to a super enchi albino. So we're going to get all enchies. And I'll figure out if there is blade in there. If we get like a skinny reduced enchi, then it'll sort of.
I love enchi.
Yes.
I have it in. I don't have it in a single form. I just have it in a super pastel enchi butter ghost. So it's really.
Compliments.
It takes the pattern super pastel and just. Puts it into almost an enchi pattern. But yeah, I like that animal. I wish I had in some other places, but that'll happen in the future because everything from this this clown albino project is going to be entry. So chances are there's going to be something or a super entry in the future. So as long as that works for me, that's great.
Yes. Oh yes.
Keep track of my questions because I'm bad at it. Nanny projects.
Nanny, yes, I love my nanny.
We have one nanny.
I have one girl nanny. What is she?
Don't know. You bought her when I was not here.
Yellow belly Mojave, Enchi, nanny, and she's for my freeway stuff. So
yeah, I know. Fred and AJ work with Nanny a lot, and they talk about working it into that project. I like it. I like the Granity genes, but again, I don't want to just add it unless it has a purpose anymore. Because
we have
I made that mistake in the past.
We have we have Hatari, and we have the nanny, and then we also have I have something we hatched out from my fire clown clutch, like my mystery clutch art, like it has some granite gene in it too, and but we don't know what it is. Like they're like, it just says granite. There's some granite in it, so hopefully see what it does with clown in next year because I kept back all the females that have that were granity from that clutch.
Nice. Yeah, I always like when you see stuff that like pops up that even if it's nothing, if it's it's in your line of whatever gene you have, whatever more, if you can reproduce it, it might not be a new trait per se, but it could just be like you make really nice this.
Yeah. Good line.
Yeah, and that's awesome because if you can reproduce it and you constantly are making quality, that's going to make your animal stand out over, especially with something like pastel. You can have ones that look great, and they do dull out as they get older, and then you have ones that start out and you're just like ugh. And I have one line like that, and its saving grace is that it's probably heifer pied. Other than that, it's not very bright. It's gritty. Yeah. So I get people ripping on pastel in that regard, but in the right projects it works.
Yeah.
All right. While we're still on incomplete dominant genes, what is one you think is slept on? That people.
I don't know. I feel like Mojave doesn't get the love.
Hypo. No. Oh no. I wanted to say recessive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but hypo doesn't get slept on.
I say Mojave.
I say bamboo.
Oh yes,
bamboo gets slept on. I love it. I love it so much.
The bell complex
a lot. I know for me, like I'm working some bell projects, and now I'm like, man, I wish I had. I do have Mojave. I wish I had bamboo or one of the other ones that's not.
I have a beautiful bamboo.
Everything's like a lesser Mojave or butter Mojave or something in that nature, and I feel like that's all the bells, and you're not really going to sell that to somebody that already has that stuff. So you're really just focusing on that pet market rather than other breeders.
Yeah. My bamboo, she's the one that I know won't bite. She's the chillest one we have. She's big girl, but she's chill.
We've had her since she was a baby, and she's.
But she eats like crazy, but she's
building right now.
Knows.
So
yeah,
nice,
pretty cool.
She's a pretty gal.
Interesting. You guys both picked bell complex genes.
I thought about that as soon as she said, like, oh yeah, bells,
bamboo.
I mean, I get the knock on them because, I have super pastel leopard butter, and that super pastel Enchi butter goes. Now I'll know what it is, but if I go to sell it, if I produce a bell that's, has all the genes in it.
Yep.
It's like I know what it is, but it looks like a white snake. Like, how am I gonna tell somebody that doesn't know the genetics behind it, or hasn't watched my channel or anything like that, where it's like, that'd be great for me to hold back.
Yeah.
Then I run in the issue again of making more, but a visual goes out of that. That's a bell. just because it's there. So I'm hoping this year that I can make the super pastel or pastel leopard without without the blue-eyed leucistic complex, because then it's sort of easier for me, and I don't have to worry about hitting that really, really nice looking white snake, really, really nice sounding white snake. And it's like,
the white snake is pretty though.
Yes, it's pretty cool. I have one. I hope to make some this year. That I
hope to make some this year too. I don't have a bell. I just have an ivory. About as white as I can go.
Too pretty.
All right. So now the fun stuff, where everybody's going with recessive projects. What are your current project? What are you currently working on as far as breeding this year?
We have DGs and clowns.
Yeah, this year's DG, clowns, and hypo. We have one hypo girl, and
she's spicy.
She's
the first one
hypo,
that bit me.
And I'm thinking, like, do I put I have something that's hypo? Do I put that to it and make some hypos, or do I put like my super asphalt to it and make some asphalt hypos, and then super asphalt hypos? Or I'm thinking, because she's not ready yet. She's only at 5 millimeter follicles, so I'm still deciding what I want to do with that.
I mean, I like when I have the visual in a female. This is just for single gene recessive projects. You can take that banger male, put it to that girl. They say it's a 5 or 6 codon male, maybe a super in there. You put it to that girl, then you'll hit. If you can duplicate the sire, that'll be a het, and then the next year you can, or hopefully the next year, or 2 years, you can pair that offspring back to mom, and go for the visual with all those genetics added. So I mean, that's what I plan to do after I get some of these double hets out of the way, while they're growing up in the off years.
Yeah. We already have working too, but like we have Rainbow, but that's just a little baby that we got right now.
Little baby nugget.
Growing her up, to get into that Rainbow project, because I love it. Rainbow hypo.
Can you show her?
I can do whatever you want, babe.
Do it.
It's probably the first time a rainbow's been shown on this channel, so that's pretty cool.
Hope it bites him. Oh, goodbye.
Here, let's put you on the solo. There we go. Zoomed in a little bit more.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, this. I'm trying. There we go. My rainbow and pastel, NG, rainbow, hypo. Yeah, definitely.
Nice. And that is really.
Too pretty.
Definitely one of my favorites.
It feels like it's the opposite of what I would think it would look like, right? You'd think like the dorsal and the pattern would be what jumps, but it's actually everything else.
Yeah.
The yellow is just
so much brighter in person also.
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely one of our favorites.
Yeah, it's definitely it's like plays tricks with my eyes. I really like that.
Yeah, she's pretty.
So obviously you're going to work hypo into that, because that makes more sense.
Will's comment.
Oh, that's the European line, the rainbow. The good line. I'm just kidding, but seriously, it personal preference. It's the brighter, more vibrant line, in my opinion.
Pip pip cheerio.
Yes, it is the Euro line of rainbow.
So is the banding on that like a little purple?
Yes.
Okay. So kind of like a faded ultramel-y, purple-y type of.
Yeah, it's way more purple than it just picked up on the camera.
Yeah.
There's some lavenderish, purplish going on.
Cool. And that works with albino, right? It's in the Is it in the same?
It's T. What was it? It's T positive albino, is what rainbow is.
Ooh.
Right? T positive. God, don't quote me on this.
T2 is better than T1.
Yeah, tyrosine, it has it, I guess. We talk about that stuff in boas and other species, not really too much in ball python lingo. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what you guys produce with that.
And I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say like what is being made this year, where I got that one. He's trying to make a het rainbow for me, with some other recessives in it too.
Does rainbow have red or black eyes? What the heck? Black, right? Go look at it.
It's like red.
Uh-oh.
Red. Don't.
Uh-oh, what?
So I told you it was deep clean day.
What happened?
I had a feeding dish drying in the bathroom that was from the skink, and it had cat food, and the dog just got it. So
oh no!
One quick second.
Oh yeah, you do you.
Please.
Cover your face.
Okay, well, while I'm covering my face, in the chat, what's going on with that Seahawks game, guys?
So they're like a very dark. That's gross. Brown. What color eye, Holly? Your better colors.
Oh wow. It's
not red or it's not black.
It's like a reddish brown.
Yeah, it's like a reddish brown.
Also with maybe a tint of blue. It's weird. Kind of bluish, greenish, brownish, orangish.
I wish I could get it. Yeah, definitely a hard thing to show.
Is your phone in your pocket?
And post it. Okay. That's not terrible.
What?
3-0 San Francisco.
Oh. Yeah. They only have 3 points. That means Seattle's doing something right.
So Seattle about to go 3 and out for the second time.
He needs to warm up. It's rainy there or something.
Oh, oops! I still have myself hidden.
But yeah, Rainbow is definitely very excited, and hopefully,
it's pretty. And
the hats that get made this year, if I pick one up, I think it'd be very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah,
I forgot to tell her.
I'm not
sure expensive.
I'm not too familiar, with that project. I know, I've heard of it. I've seen it. Not that much. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how that goes, because it's really bright.
And they stay like that as adults.
So to work that into hypo and maybe clown, some other that could look really, really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see some snakes.
Yes.
Whatever you want to show off. Maybe some stuff you got. That you're going to be taking to the show next weekend.
Yeah, we're so excited.
Speaking of show, talk for a second.
First show, vending next weekend. Exciting. Oh, we got some merch.
So you got swag, snakes.
Got snakes,
stickers.
shirt, hats, stickers, business cards that are pretty dope. And
yeah, I need to upgrade my merch game, or at least have some.
The shirts were difficult because it's hard to find the green for our logo. People struggle to make it, but we finally.
I heard a thud.
That was the door.
Oh.
Oh, it ate yesterday, so it's good today. Well,
snake. Hey, that's how I cover my face.
And that works.
Whoop.
This
is clown something.
That is a fire spider clown.
Oh, freaking spider! I don't want to hold this.
Holly. That hat.
Oh, hat. Like shirt. Hat.
Ooh, that is a cool hat.
And shirt.
Jeremy, please take the snake.
What?
That's mother freaking why. Did you see that? Did you see it?
A little bit.
Can you hold this one?
Can you just?
I'm sorry.
Did you guys see it strike? Did you see it strike? I'm good.
not that bad.
I knew it was coming. I saw its face.
Okay, so
Wouldn't be the first time somebody gets struck at on a show. Won't be the last.
Bye.
There you go. Trying to. This is so hard to do in a camera,
especially when it's backwards.
Yeah. So Pastel, GHI, Mojave. I have 3 boys just like this.
Nice.
This one has a little paradox on the head.
Is Snappy going to the show too?
Oh, Snappy's going to the show.
Snappy is going to be at the show.
Yes. Why wouldn't Snappy be at the show?
You named him Snappy.
Just now, on the fly.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, babe.
That's fine.
No, that's... Ooh, that one's snappy too. They're all snappy.
It was out of frame. Oh.
What?
They're answering that it wasn't. McCaffrey, 66-yard run. Freaking McCaffrey.
Come on, I need the Seahawks to win to throw a wrench into the rest of the playoffs.
That would be wild. I'm not expecting a win, but it would be nice.
Well, they'll take care of the only team I'm scared of.
Does that work? I don't know.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
What is this? Pastel Mojave Yellow Belly. I have a lot of males I'm bringing, so.
Hey, you can never. I mean, yes, you can have too many males, but you probably should have more than you think you need.
Yes, always. For that one male that doesn't go, or those 3 males that don't go for you, I'd always have a backup or 2.
He's really pretty.
Yeah, I love Mojave. Yeah. I'm such a Mojave fan. I really am. Mojave, Yellow Belly. Those are just 2 like must-haves. Complexes. Well, Mojave, but like Yellow Belly or Asphalt or Spark.
Sorry, my dog is distracting me. But yeah, I do like those 2 complexes as well. For what they can do. I cannot wait until I have a place where I can put her in a run and she can be outside when I do this, so she's not pestering everything. I think she's going after the feeding dish that I put on top of the one of the enclosures. Ay. Get a dog this is fun.
Sorry for your loss, Bosa.
Oh.
No chance. No freaking chance. Don't even.
Oh, but these are new hats, though. I'll be honest.
Let's put you on the solo. Check out the cool merch. Those are really cool hats. Might have
right?
Did you see that? But you can see it now, babe. I love you, but you're pretty and all, but like it's about the hat. No, we're trying to decide on what kind of hat we want to go with. I think we're probably gonna go with a few of these, just because they look nice.
Yeah, I'd rock that hat. Now you can see it.
Yep, actually I do like this. I forgot that I wear them backwards. So
yes, you love that hat.
Because I tried it on. I'm like, it looks so weird. It doesn't fit me like this way. But like I wear mine backwards anyways. So.
I love that hat as soon as I saw it. But yeah, then we got all kinds of shirts and stuff. You good now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Okay. Yeah, no, we just got real shirts, man. These are.
I'm not watching YouTube for a whole week.
He won't last the rest of the
crying. Oh. Josh Allen's gonna make you cry.
See, I like when I have other sports fans on here because we can talk about football from time to time to fill some awkward silences and things like that.
She's definitely.
Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I don't follow sports. It's like, what?
Oh, I know. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get. People cannot. Never mind. Go on.
All right. So now I'm flustered. So back
you're
to
a Dallas fan,
the things that you're taking to the show. I mean, you can show off other stuff as well. Show the fire, if you will.
Show the fire. I'm just trying to
we
figure out
didn't start the fire.
None of these people ate today because
King Koopa?
Yeah, because of what's it called? But because
I thought this guy ate.
No, the
Okay.
whole bottom row didn't eat.
Whip it out.
Yeah, I wanted to say something wildly inappropriate, but
Yep, no. We know.
since it is ball pythons, we can talk about taking the balls out.
Whip your balls out. I am right here. Oh, I need to cover my face now. But
I just think that's hilarious.
Hand smells like fart.
What the heck?
Super
I gotta cover my face though.
Super Asphalt, Enchi, Fire, Pastel.
Nice.
Pastel, Enchi. Super Asphalt.
There has to be a better way.
Nope.
I can set up another camera and we just pan to that one and it could just be in a light box. But other than
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. I just thought about it now.
It is sometimes nice, but it's also a pain to constantly have to switch back and forth between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Super Asphalt. Definitely.
Nice.
Love that boy.
Yeah, Mitzi.
Oh, come on. There you go.
All
This
right.
one. Oh, yeah, he's good.
All right. So, what do you
King
guys
Koopa. What is
most,
the snake,
most
Jeremy?
anticipated coming up?
Most anticipated?
Yeah.
We just did a video on this. Pavements, man. Most anticipated clutch this year.
Nice. I will at this moment in the video there will be a link somewhere around now to their video. So you can go reference it on the replay.
Thank you. Yes, this is our what is he? Pastel Enchi DG. Is there something else in here?
It's on the card.
No, I don't.
His name is King Koopa.
Pastel Enchi Fire DG.
Oh, of course, fire.
Yeah, I forgot.
Jeremy, you can't just look at it and tell me what it is.
No. Pastel Enchi Fire DG. I always forget the fire.
Wow. I mean that's awesome. So
Yes.
you have the DG, which is brightening, and then you have an enhancing gene into fire in there as well with the pastel.
Yes.
Whew.
And then let's see if his one of his partners, not quite yet, but cooperating.
This is a super pastel chocolate leopard het DG. Gal.
Ooh, chocolate.
And the first snake that we had to assist feed.
But it's here. It's growing. It's thriving.
Oh yeah, she's a great eater now. She's amazing.
Oh yes.
And she's so freaking pretty. We don't have much chocolate, but
no, this is the only chocolate we have.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
She's a beauty.
The leopard, I'm just so excited for her to get up to size. There we go. Now she's coming out.
Ooh, wow.
She is just honestly amazing looking and super bright in person. Like my lighting and camera is not doing any of the snake justice today.
Well, I mean, that's usually what we have on these things. Where,
yeah.
We can't tinker with everything, so we get that perfect shot of what we actually see. And that is quite difficult to do.
Yeah. Leopard, chocolate, super pastel, and het DG.
I love DG.
Yes.
So clean. So fresh and so clean.
Mike, I want to make a joke there.
Wow. Ready.
All right.
Superfly clown. Last one.
Yeah. Last one. And we'll go back to questions. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, we're good at the just talking about snakes for a while.
So, Superfly
myself up to the questions.
Nice. Yeah, I'm putting him to my spider het clown.
Spider.
I don't want to sell him.
Spider does great things. It gets a bad reputation. Probably because there's so many. There was so much spider done, and there's a lot of them out in the world. Not so much with champagne and the other things in that complex.
Oh, me sit down? Sorry. I was looking at snakes. My bad.
Yeah, that happens. Anyway, so you already touched on your most anticipated clutch. Is that what you're pairing now, or what's in the incubator?
And that will be what I'm pairing now.
Okay.
So yeah, because I technically have like a girl. She was bred last year. She just ovulated on the 1st, so she's gonna be like our technically first of the year. But she's like a het DG, so I'm like very excited about that. But
thank you.
Very, very excited about that. But I'm really excited about making some pavements and freeways of my own with my male and my females. And I have one girl who might go, and I might make some more super asphalts this year if she gets up to size, because she's nearing 1,000 grams, well over 1,000 grams now. But so she might get to that 1,200, 1,300 mark and start building, like a couple of my other girls have. I have one girl at 8 millimeter, 9 millimeter follicles who's at like 1,300 grams.
That's why it's good to have the ultrasound.
Yes, I
wouldn't have even thought about pairing her, but I was like, okay, so they're over 1,000 grams. Let me just go through them. And I was like, she was at 4 last month, and now she's at 8. I'm like, I wouldn't have even thought just because of size. But she's ready.
I mean, you can have a girl start out at 1,200 grams, you'd be like, eh. But if she's starting to develop,
right,
once she gets paired, she's going to start building and she's going to grow. Mine, we went up 800 grams and then just put most of it into the eggs, and then it was a deflated tube sack or whatever when she was done. What's good, Pat? Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully he's still snow tubing. All right. So do you guys are you guys breeding your own rodents?
No. Hard pass.
We did it. A rat got in the house once. That wasn't fun. We were also doing it all in the garage.
So like snakes were here,
snakes and rats were like right within a couple feet of each other. No.
It just smells. It's just like itchy when you're cleaning it. It's just gross. And
it's not worth it to me.
And time is money, and it's like, no.
Right. So given that you guys are down in Florida, I assume you have a local rat person.
Yes. The Florida Rattery.
It's like 30 minutes away.
People that make the cocoa to go and chipper.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's nice to have that resource, within driving.
No, it's very, very convenient. And if it came down to it, like I would get a shed, yes, and do it. But it's like, it's so convenient. Florida Rattery is literally 30 minutes tops from me right now. So it's like very, very convenient just to have everything so local.
And it gets him out of the house.
Yes. If not, I'd be home 24/7.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the breeding rat, I mean, it's definitely cost effective. Right, and I don't have to drive all over, to whoever. I'd be driving down to Chris at B&S, pretty much every week to pick up stuff. That's too much. So, I mean, for me, it's definitely been a cost savings, and I never have to worry about a shortage unless something catastrophic were to happen. Where I would lose, maybe they drown or something like that, where I lose all the colonies. Well, knock it off. But yeah, I definitely would recommend it if you can do it. But if you have a resource close by, like Jeremy and Holly do, then that's definitely a better.
No, definitely cost productive to do it yourself.
Yeah,
it really is.
It makes sense, but I just don't want to.
At this point,
if you have the money, just don't do
honestly, like that's it. We can afford to do it, so like maybe one day when we have
it's just so
way
gross.
more, like we might have to start breeding our own rats. But like until then,
so I've heard some people that'll breed like ASFs and things like that just in case, for hatchlings, and then outsource the rest of their rodents to, whomever.
Yeah.
But just to have that, ability to, have those feeders on hand, because sometimes, you only have a couple days before they're too big to feed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think there was an allergy issue, definitely with me. Whenever I would clean them out, I would break out right here and right here, just from cleaning the disgusting rats. So I just no.
Yeah, I know a lot of people either develop an allergy or have one.
Mm-hmm.
Just having all that dander and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wear an N95 mask whenever I'm cleaning the rodents or the dubia.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to be breathing all that stuff in. And, yeah, you don't want to, because I know you can develop an allergy to dubia. And I don't want that when I'm producing them to feed all my
that'd be problematic.
Yeah. It's like, so how often are you guys feeding your snakes, hatchlings, adults?
Currently, weekly. I'm thinking about going every other week.
We've heard people have a success with it, but
I was thinking about maybe just switching up to every other week, see how it goes. But I'm still
on the fence.
Yeah, I just started thinking about this a couple of days ago about hey, maybe we should switch up to every other week. But I don't know. But currently it is once a week for everybody. And when I have fresh hatchlings, it's just say Monday and Friday every week. Monday, Friday, because I'm doing hopper mice, what I mean, for the first couple meals, just to get their instinct of food eating, and that seemed to go well for me. Chris is the one who told me about it. He's like, dude, try it like this. You won't have anybody refuse food, and you'll have a much higher. He said you won't, not everybody, but you'll have a higher success rate of first feeds and stuff like that. So I tried that with my last couple clutches, and that's what we've been doing. That's what we're going to stick with. Just buying twice a week with that again, and that's convenience of me going to a rattery that's close to me to go get it, but even more convenient for anybody that breeds at their house.
Yeah, definitely. I'm getting an additional rodent rack that has mice and I think 6 tubs when my buddy moves into his shed, which is going to be great. So I'm definitely going to have. I won't have to go anywhere. Or I shouldn't. Aside to add some new blood and things like that, because after a while it's gonna.
Yeah, rotate them out.
But even so, if I breeding great, if I'm line breeding and I'm not conscious of who I'm pairing with what, I can run into issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like having, the option I can feed pretty much any day. If I have to feed a day early based on size, I don't want to wait, I can do that. But I've been feeding just about every week, but on the smaller side. So say a girl can take a medium, I'm going to feed a small and then a really small.
Okay, yeah.
Just because for me, it's easier to grow smalls than grow up mediums.
Yeah.
Because they're going to take up more space and then.
So we our aside for the hatchlings when they first come out and everything, it's basically the adult females get smalls, and every male gets a weaned, and then I got just the pups or weans for my hatchlings depending on that. But yeah, all my males are only on weaned adults or wean size, they only get weaned.
The teenagers.
Yep. And then
attitudes.
All the females only get smalls. So that's just how I do it right now, currently every week. thing. So I keep everybody having a smaller side meal, and everybody's growing. And that's just how I've been doing it from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, if it works for you, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing. You know, if all your snakes are always eating, then why would you change that up if they're not, getting obese or something like that? But yeah, it all depends on, some of it is personal preference or, how your snakes are eating. I mean, if they're eating a bigger meal every 2 weeks, or a male's taking a huge meal once a month and otherwise is fine, breeding, doing everything else, and why change that? I mean,
exactly.
That works for you. All right, I know Holly wants to watch the football game, so we're gonna.
Oh no, we're good. It sounds like I don't want to watch it. Sounds like let's keep going.
Let's keep her going. But no, that's a great thing about this hobby. Anything can work for everybody. Everybody can do their own different thing, and it works just for that same person, and nothing's wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as
about this,
animals are healthy and thriving. Right. I don't want to say happy because I don't. I mean, the reptiles. I'm pretty sure they're happy if they're healthy and thriving.
Right.
Yeah. This guy throws in a rat here every week. That's great. I don't have to move. But yeah, I mean, you can do, and it also depends on where you're located too. For what works for you, up here, once that furnace kicks on, it dries everything out like it's a job. And, I'm dealing with stuck sheds and having to mist everything and soak everything for a couple months. And it's just like, God, it stinks. But if you're in somewhere where it's more humid and you don't have to run a heater all winter, you're thanks, Nicole. You have different parameters that you can that work. So I always look at where a breeder is, where somebody is when they're giving me advice on certain things,
right?
To make sure our climates are the same. Because inside temperature is probably going to be the same, but my humidity in this place is going to be different. There's certain things that are unique to this space,
right?
You might not have in your space. Maybe your room's just 80% humidity always, and your temperature is 75.
Yeah, we have all the humidity down here.
Yes. Yeah, yes. That is the one thing I cannot stand about Florida.
And the bugs.
Oh, the bugs.
There's just so many freaking mosquitoes down here.
No matter how much they spray, it's just mosquito central.
Can't go outside when the sun's going down because you're going to get carried away by the freaking mosquitoes.
Can't go outside when the sun's coming up because they're still out eating you.
Oh. I feel like every time I go to Florida, it's humid as hell. It might be hot, it might not be, depending on the time of year. But then around 3 o'clock, it rains for about 15 minutes, but it's a monsoon. And then it's even more freaking humid.
Yes.
Yeah. I stayed out overnight at a GameStop for the Xbox release or whatever. And I got covered in mosquito bites. My whole face had really bad acne because of mosquitoes. Oh, they're terrible.
Excuse me. Do you guys ever think of keeping anything outside? I mean, outside, if you get into other species?
Like
outdoors, no.
Yeah, black dragons. It depends. If I stay in Florida, like where you kind of keep black dragons outside, I would keep those outside.
I just haven't thought about it here because I'm planning on moving in the next couple of years to a bigger house, more room. And there probably,
possibly
we'll
like
think about it.
Facility on the property. Yeah. To house everything.
Right. So you can kind of keep everything in like an outbuilding or something like that.
Yeah.
Or a basement. Well, you guys don't have basements there, do you?
No. That's why we got to buy acreage and put up steel buildings.
Yeah. That always like blows my mind. And it makes sense. You don't want a hole in the ground where you're hurricane country that's just going to get flooded.
And sinkholes are a thing.
Yeah.
Here. The earth just opening up and eating houses and stuff.
It does happen.
Yeah. I hope to either get into a similar situation, I guess here I could put everything in one of the bedrooms, but then I lose a bedroom.
Yeah.
And my guests won't like me. They already don't like me because that's where the rats are.
Oh, yeah.
There have been a couple times where I've woken up in the morning to see my guests sleeping out on the sofa because the rats were drinking water or whatever. So are you looking in Florida or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently,
there's just so many shows down here to vend at.
We already booked for 3 shows. Every month. This month, 3 months we have shows booked already. Ugh.
Yeah.
So all
we
the way
have
up
Orlando,
to March.
Tampa, and then Lakeland all coming up.
So we have those booked. It's like every month you get a show around within 2 hours of me currently. Obviously, if I move somewhere else, it's going to be a little bit further, but like within a few hour drive in Florida, you have a reptile show to go to.
And I hate the cold. I hate it.
And yes, not a fan of the cold.
I can't.
Well, in Pennsylvania, we have crazy good reptile legislation.
That is the only thing. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
But
okay, so
we gotta stop.
You have to wear pants and a winter coat, but you guys wear that when it's 50 in Florida anyway. So.
Yeah.
This girl.
Yeah, we're from Ohio.
Yeah.
So we're.
So you know what that cold felt like.
We know about it. We know about that lake effect snow, and we
live right up on
here.
Lake Erie. But yeah, snow. No. And we were just up there a few weeks ago for just the holiday for the kids. One of our kids was born in Florida, so
he had never seen snow. He's like, I thought this was fake. This is real.
So, but typical northern weather. We got there. It was like 30 degrees out. There's like probably 2 inches of snow on the ground. Next day, 50 degrees, raining. All the snow was gone, and he was like, "What am I doing?" I'm like,
"Yeah,
that is the worst." When you have the snowy, nice winter weather one day, and the next day is rainy, and then you get the slush, and you're having your backup pair of boots,
showing your vehicle.
Yes. Yeah. No. I'm good with going north. Well, with not going north. I'm good with not going north. There we go. I'll get it out there.
It's just better for the business down here, I think, to stay.
Yeah.
But
it really
also,
is.
Will's never heard of Skyrim.
That game was huge. There's like
how have you never heard of it?
So good.
No, not still in Ohio. We're down in Florida, but yeah, we were up by Cedar Point.
Yeah, Vermilion, if you know Northern Ohio.
Yeah.
The Woolly Bear Festival, Fish Festival.
You and Justin from Pipeline can talk about Ohio then. He's right in that neck of the woods too.
Very nice.
And I was going to say something. So, I mean, for me, I like Pennsylvania. I have family around here. I like our legislation. I can deal with the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Surrounded by Steelers fans.
No, I'm surrounded by Eagles fans on this side of the state.
Oh, yeah.
Steelers is more west.
Yeah, you're over there.
But I really don't care. They all talk their crap, and is what it is. But, definitely looking I looked for some place that had similar laws and regulations, and they, where winter is 40 degrees, average, rather than this sucks to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's not even that bad here. I just can't stand having to get up, earlier throughout the winter when it's already dark out all the damn time, and I got to go clean off my windshield every day.
Yeah, you have no sunlight. Also, we noticed that when we went up there, there's no freaking sun.
It's
the
already
sun coming up at 7:30 and going down at 5. It's what? How
it's
do you?
What people, is this?
No wonder you're all depressed up here.
My dad's like, what do you mean? The sun's going down. I get out my Ring camera. I'm like,
look how sunny it is at home.
This is my house right now. It's
it is dark now.
We got full sun.
It's bright. It's so bright out.
I mean, either that or I'm having, some inclement weather and it's extremely cloudy. But yeah, I could deal without that. That's winter sucks as far as sunlight goes.
Yeah, it's. I'm good. I'm good.
So, you guys mentioned that you were looking to move, so this kind of ties into this question. Where do you guys see yourselves as breeders in the next 5 years? We can do 3 if you want.
5 years.
Near Tampa.
Near Tampa. I love Tampa.
Tampa area is nice.
Tampa area. Well, yeah, Tampa area, that lifestyle, it's just very nice.
Yeah.
It's got crazier over the past few years, though. We've been out of there. We've been over.
It's just where we live right now. It's so in the middle of freaking nowhere. We're surrounded by cows.
Unless you like to fish.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do here.
Cows, fish. That's right up my alley.
Yeah, perfect. Okeechobee.
There you go.
It's right for you.
Except for, the absurd humidity and, constant application of bug spray. But I have family down around Tampa. That's where my grandparents lived before they passed. So it'd be yearly trips down there, and
it's beautiful over there.
It's very nice over there. I've always liked it. The beaches.
Yeah, Clearwater's not too far. So over there.
Several more racks.
Yeah, more racks. We'll have a better incubator by then.
Yes. I'm hoping to invest in some wheel banks this year.
Just going to continue to snowball everything out of control.
That's the goal, is to get a nice sized building, because we're gonna need acreage to put like a good building, unless we just do like rent a warehouse or something. Not a warehouse, but rent
a facility.
But I'm really into that.
A storefront or something like that, where you can just do everything in there.
A snake shoeary.
Snake shoeary. Yes. But yeah, that's definitely in the works.
Yes.
Definitely looking right now for the future.
So you guys down there, you have to be licensed and all that jazz to
Class
ban.
3. Yep. You have to have a permit to. Technically, you have to have a permit to even keep one as a pet. It's a free one though, the pet one. And they laugh if you get called on it, because one of our friends got called because she had like a pet and her neighbor didn't like it, so called FWC, and FWC is just laughing at the door I'm sorry, you just need to fill out that thing online and it's free. And it's but yeah, you gotta have your permit and restrictions, and you gotta have
support USARK, by the way, guys.
Yes, USARK Florida also. It's a separate entity, and what happens in Florida happens everywhere else. So if we can stop it here, it won't get to you guys, right? That's the goal.
Yeah, and sadly, a lot of the issues happen in Florida due to the climate. Because these animals can survive there and thrive. Here in Pennsylvania, if any of these things were to get out right now, they would not make it through the night. Or they might, but I mean, they're not going to survive and pose an issue this time of year where I'm at. So we're not going to, we don't have to worry about, Burmese or things like that. What we do sometimes have to worry about is idiots that buy crocodilians and letting them go. So occasionally, every so often, they pull one out of a river or whatever. And, that's my...
Bosa with the link.
Yeah,
nice.
I would say I'm in South Florida. I've had 2 gators in my culvert.
That's fun.
I've had 50 or 60 cats over the past just 6 months wander through my yard. So I'm just saying,
and then they just disappear.
The reptile problem isn't as big as everything else that's down here too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all media portrayal.
Exactly.
And it's not like you're up, northern part of the state with Burmese pythons and all this stuff running around or slithering around. It's not. It's confined to a certain area where it is an issue, but don't talk bad about my Burmese.
I want a berm. That's the only thing. With me wanting to leave Florida, I want retics back. I want berms. I like those bigger snakes.
Right.
Down here is no.
And the animals are here. I mean, what are we gonna do?
Right.
And one of the things I've heard is that since the Burmese python is eating a bunch of rodent, whatever stuff that would eat American crocodile eggs, so those are thriving, are starting to come back in numbers. So that's somewhat beneficial. I mean, one of my issues is I don't like that. It's pretty much you gotta kill the thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't their fault they got released into the wild through nature or people or whatever, depending on who you want to actually believe. And they're there. They're doing what they do.
No, like when we had gators in our little culvert out front, they're like, yeah, FWC, like if it's over 4 foot, they tell us we have to put it down. But like, yeah, we don't do that. We go take it and release it into the lake. The lake's right there.
Yeah, we're right by the lake.
But it's like, if it's over 4 foot and you get called on it, you have to put it down. Like, it's like, why? Put it back to where it came from.
Yeah, there's
a couple. Kids would be fine with it out under our culvert, but we have kids, so.
Right. Well, and that's one of the things that, you had people getting attacked like by lagoons in like Disney or whatever. It's like, well, yeah, you're in the thing's natural habitat.
Right.
Why are you like, there are signs like.
Right.
Yeah.
If you go in the ocean, you get eaten by a shark. I mean, you're in the freaking otion.
You chose to
live there.
Like, it's a known risk. Like, I hunt, so I have a, there is an increased chance that I will be mauled by a bear than the regular population.
What a way to go!
I'm out in the woods with the bears. I mean,
the chance you take.
Are we gonna outlaw bears? Are we gonna just?
That'd be unbearable.
Kent got mauled by a bear. Let's go take him out. No.
Barely believe it.
That was bad. I gotta take my hands off the table. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that we can do as a community to sort of paint reptiles in a better, light. You have people that like hate rattlesnakes. It's like, well, the snake was just telling it has a warning sign. Stay the hell away.
Yeah.
And then, you're gonna hit it with a stick, or you kick it, or do something stupid and get bit. That's your fault. It's not the snake. The snake is doing what it was biologically wired to do. So
link around and find out.
Yeah.
Wow. Love you, babe.
I barely joke. That's a good one. All right. So I know we talked about it earlier. You guys are vending your first show next weekend. Are there any other ones that you plan on vending in addition to it?
Tampa in February, Lakeland in March, and then I'm not in the network of Repticon yet, but once you get into the network of Repticon, like by that I mean like you vended there, you get like the future shows you could already pre-buy your tables. But since I'm new, I have to wait until they release table spots to get. So currently those are the only 3 shows that are available for me to get. Well, not the only 3, but like the only 3 that I focused on.
Proximity
wise.
Right.
So Pembroke Pines and like down south and stuff. But
that Pembroke Pines, that was today, right?
No, Jacksonville Show Me Show was today.
All right.
The Show Me Snake show was today. There might have been a Repticon today.
So I mean, like, so once you're in, you have those tables locked down until you decide you don't want them.
Yeah, I pay. You have to pay to have the table. So yeah, well, 10% down, but I just pay it off. It's not too bad.
Nice. So, are you guys looking to expand any further, or just what's in that?
Currently, just what's in that. We only have, I want to say, like 13 or 15 snakes for sale currently, and it's nothing like super fancy or anything, maybe a spider clown, but everything else is just, a couple codoms. So we're not, don't have a lot to offer currently, but we will.
Because this year is going to be wild.
Yeah, we have theoretically 18 clutches so far. Well, girls at our building. So,
yeah, nice. So this is sort of you're dipping your toe into the vending pool, and then by the time they see you the next time, you might have
be like, whoa,
more.
What are those?
But no, we have our backdrops. We definitely, because we've been offered to, hey, come vend with us and stuff. But I've always never wanted to because I never had the stuff for it.
Jeremy wanted to get all the goodies before. So we had the tablecloths.
2 tablecloths, because we're actually doing 2 tables at every show. Except for the Tampa one. That second table sold out, but they're going to try to get me one, which is nice of them.
ARS display.
But yeah, so we bought backdrops, tablecloths, business card. We bought everything before we started doing this, just so I want to make a good impression.
We didn't want to do deli cups, so we had to.
I wanted to make a good, and there's nothing wrong with deli cups.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with any of that stuff. But it's a me thing of I wanted to look my best. personally my best. I'm not saying any nothing else is better. I mean, it's good, but
dig yourself out of this hole you're making.
I know it sounds bad. It's not what I mean.
No, he's just a little perfectionist, and he's buy this stuff, and then I bought it. I'm an enabler.
I feel like the only way you can get away with just like no branding stuff at your table, just you, is if you are almost iconic. Like they know who, like they see your face from across the room, and it's like, oh, let's see what he has. He has good stuff.
Right.
But now, they're drawn to the logo. It's like, oh, okay, that's Jeremy and Holly from Snakes for the Memory.
Right.
From the YouTubes.
Yes. And like our friend Chris, he just went to the show. He wanted to ask me. He's like, I'm just doing deli cups, man. He has displays and stuff, but he's like,
and everybody knows him. So
I was like, everybody knows you, man. That's the thing. Like you would do whatever you want. People know you. People know who you are. They know what you got. Me, I'm new. They're not gonna want to be like, oh, what's that? Nothing. I'm walking by.
Tablecloth banners. You got the tube man. Flailing in the background, get people over here.
Good idea. I love it.
A green one.
I mean, I if I do vend, I think I would go that route as well, as far as having all the branding and making it look nice, because that's one of the things, when I'm going to a show, and actually this my video on coming out on Tuesday, I talk about going to a reptile show and some of the bad things, the things I avoid, but your eyes get drawn to the nice setup.
Right.
Yes.
Even if it's just like the caging or the branding itself, you're gonna, even if you've never heard of them, it's like, well, that looks nice.
Like, oh, shiny. Yeah.
Yes, and that's
go over there.
That's kind of the goal. Really is.
All righty. So, where can people find you on social media?
So we're on Instagram, Facebook,
the YouTubes.
We have a website. I just have a website to have a website. I try to work it.
Work
it. But we are going to be having like merch and stuff now. Hopefully everybody likes it. I'm excited. We have like several color shirts that we're going to be releasing a video on Thursday to show what we're bringing. So Tuesday's video is about what we picked up in Georgia, and
the snakes we're bringing. And
Thursday's video is about the snakes we're bringing, and everything about the show, like merch and everything. So definitely some videos to watch out for, guys, on YouTube.
All right. And if you're not already following them on their social media, all the links are in the description to the video.
Woo!
And I think it's a link tree, so you can just click there and go everywhere.
Yes.
Love the link tree. Like our shirts have a QR code on the back that takes you right to our link tree.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, where can I find you on social media? Scan.
Yeah, right here.
Exactly.
Now, do you have that on like your business cards as well?
Yes, we do. We have we have the thick plastic business cards.
Our business cards are as thick as a hotel key.
Yeah, like we have the super thick plastic business cards. I should really go grab one.
Go do it.
You talk.
I can't just. So the thing about the Seahawks is, and I'm just kidding. I won't.
I didn't even know what the score is. It was 10-7.
I don't know what the score is. I'm scared to ask.
Let's see.
Just tell me. Shoot me straight. I can take it.
It's tied.
Okay. All right. It's tied. Do you have the business card? There's the back of the shirt. QR code. Okay. Yeah, and business card. Whoosh. Oh, let me just cover my face with it. Yep. And then woo.
Wow.
So it's
those are really nice.
And yes, it's
pretty cool.
Thick. With 3 C's.
Nice. So if you ever get locked out of anywhere, you can always use it to break in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no.
About to go up.
All right. So, is there anything, any final words you want to say to everybody before we head off?
Have fun with this, guys. Honestly, don't try to race people. Don't try to keep up with people. Do your own thing.
Yeah.
Enjoy doing it, because if you don't enjoy doing it, it's just gonna become work, and you're not gonna want to hang out with your snakes.
And if you're doing YouTube and nobody's watching your videos, just keep at it.
Yes.
They'll come eventually.
We've been doing YouTube for about a year now, right? about a year, and we have like 420 subscribers. 420. But no, just it's every day. Like, don't ever be discouraged. Always ask if you have questions, and just
try and find a good mentor.
Find a good mentor, and just stay positive about everything. Honestly,
it's hard sometimes, but just try.
Yeah, it does. There's hard points. There are.
Keep your head up.
You lose a clutch. You lose a snake.
Just keep swimming.
It does happen, but just staying positive.
Life's a garden. Dig it.
Wow. Love you.
All right. Those are some great words. Thanks for both of you coming on, especially during a playoff game.
Yes.
Thank you for having us. Honestly,
yeah,
greatly appreciate it.
Thanks everybody in the chat.
Everybody subscribe to both of us.
Yeah, I always like doing these. It allows me to get to know people a little bit better than on the bigger panel shows or in the chats. So it's always nice to make that connection. So thank you for everybody for tuning in. Go subscribe to both of us if you're not already. And next week I got Fred and AJ from F&A on, so that should be fun. So that should be really fun. Hopefully Fred is there. I know he works, so hopefully he's rested and up by then. So that should be a good one. But again, thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you guys.
Check out my video on Tuesday about red flags and stuff to watch out for at a reptile show. Just my opinion on those things. It might not be what you feel. But feel free in the comments of that video to let me know what you guys think, what you guys look out for. All right. Thank you all. Yep. And we will see you next time. Things are